What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and a lot of you have been waiting for this one. We're going to be testing out this dual EPYC 7742 on Dero using the Astrobot miner. We're going to be using 8 sticks and 1 stick per each CPU, so that works out to be a total of 16 and 2 sticks because we are basing that on each CPU there. We're going to be using the Astrobot miner, and there's also a GPU miner from Astrobot as well, but it's looking like ever since GPUs slowly started emerging, the price has been crashing. A coincidence? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. On top of that, there's also a memory boost feature that you can add into your flight sheets and miners to see if it helps tweak your performance. So we're going to be using that with the different RAM settings as well. So let's jump into them hash rates. Okay, so here we are on Dero with the dual EPYC 7742. This is 8 sticks of RAM in each CPU, so 16 sticks total, and no memory mod implemented for this test. So we do have 112.9 kilohash. At the wall, we are about 595 watts. If we go into our shell in the box here, we started around 111 kilohash, went up to 112. We did hit 113 a couple times, but for the most part, it is about 112.95 kilohash. So I am now going to implement the memory mod and see if we gain some hash rates or efficiencies here. So I'm just going to paste that in. That is your op-mem ft3, apply changes and update. I'm going to let it run for a couple minutes and we'll come back. Okay, so we do have the memory mod enabled with all 16 sticks of RAM, 8 sticks per CPU, and it looks like we did gain hash rate at about 120.4 kilohash. Now at the wall, we also lost power, so this is running with more hash and less power at about 570 watts. Let's kind of go to our SSH here, start at 79.49 kilohash, and it went up to 120 and pretty steady at the 120.4.5 kilohash range. Okay, so here we are on a single stick of RAM without any memory optimizations. At the wall, we are about 525, 526 watts, and we are pulling about 82.8, 82.6, a little over 82 kilohash here. We'll go into the dashboard, do a refresh. 82.86, so 82. So now we're going to update this with the mem tweak. Last time we did see better efficiencies as well as higher hash rates. So less power, more hash, that's always a bonus. Let's see if it works out with a single stick. So we're going to apply changes, update, and we'll come back when we get some hash rates. All right, so we have the mem tweak turned on with our single stick of RAM per CPU here, and our hash rate just shot up. We can see we're around 121.4 kilohash. At the wall, we are using a bit more power of about 542, 545 watts or so, but we definitely seen a hash rate spike. We're going to jump into the dashboard here, do a quick refresh. We can see 121.5. So yeah, we're definitely seeing a nice spike in the hash rate here. And to sum everything up, and versus the single EPYC, here we have our dual EPYC at 8 sticks, 112.95 kilohash, 595 watts. That is a hash to watt ratio of 189.831. Now adding 8 sticks in, still with that op-mem tweak, we did gain hash rate and lost power, which is awesome, for a hash to watt ratio of 210.947. Here with a single stick, we did lose quite a bit more hash than I was expecting at 82.6 kilohash, 525 watts. That works out to be our worst setting to use on this rig. 157.333 is our worst efficiency. But then doing that op-mem command, we did gain hash, which actually came to be our highest hash rate at 121.4 kilohash, 542 watts, and our most efficient setting for Dero alone is 223.985. Now, when I ever run this EPYC, I don't tweak it for a single algorithm. I run all 8 sticks because if I have to move the random X and stuff, I want it to be ready to go. So I do run this thing, even if less sticks does look more optimal. I keep all the sticks in and ready to roll. But we can see if you really want to tweak out for Dero where to put your settings here. Single stick per CPU and opt-men. Now, how does that look like compared to the single EPYC? And it looks like the single EPYC is still slightly more efficient. And it's interesting because this is something I always wanted to try out because, in theory, you would think a dual EPYC or a dual rig in general would use less power because you got the one motherboard powering 2 CPUs. But for some reason, yes, we have a lot more RAM in there as well, though, but we're seeing higher efficiencies on the single motherboard with just a single CPU, at least for the dual 7742. Different motherboard styles may change that as well, but this is just what I got for me. But 8.6, we can see hash to watt ratio. You may have seen the video when I test that. 211 here was our worst setting. The best setting here in hash to watt ratio was 236.846, where our best setting on the dual was 223.98. So we are slightly more efficient there. It's nothing major, but we are seeing better efficiencies here on the single EPYC 7742. All right, guys, so there we have it. It doesn't look like RAM is really an issue with Dero, which is mostly expected based on all my previous tests. But that mem boost tweak there is definitely doing some nice efficiency and hash rate boost. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you for checking out this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.